It's 2026, and doctors still don't want you to know you can fix your energy on TRT without increasing your dose, without adding HCG, or taking a cabinet full of fucking supplements every day. In fact, more drugs and more cold plunges, training 6 days a week, and extreme dieting are overloading the exact system your entire body relies on, your mitochondria. If you're feeling flat in the gym and you're crashing at 2 p.m. and waking up tired after 8 hours of sleep, when you're back in your 20s, you could train 90 minutes straight, jump right out of bed at 6 a.m. with a boner, and recover overnight without thinking twice about it. The chances are your mitochondria are only running at probably 20% of their capacity right now. If you miss those golden days, you're in luck. Because in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly how to rebuild that capacity back, layer by layer, using this mitochondria repair stack. So, buckle the fuck up, boys. The very first thing you need to understand, though, in order to achieve elite mitochondria efficiency on TRT is the exact chain reaction that starts the moment your cells stop producing energy in the first place. When you first start taking testosterone, you are driving up your red blood cell production, your protein synthesis, and your entire metabolic system demand. Every single one of those processes generates a byproduct along the way. It's called free radicals. And if your body's antioxidant capacity isn't keeping up with that load, guess what happens? Those free radicals start hammering the one structure in your cell that's very, very vulnerable. It's called your mitochondria membrane. Your mitochondria are the ones that are producing the energy, and they're the ones that are actually taking that hit. And once that membrane gets damaged, the entire system starts running really dirty. You're not making any more ATP efficiently. You're leaking electrons and generating even more oxidative stress on top of what's already there. When your mitochondria stop producing energy efficiently, your body starts protecting itself, and guess what it does? The first thing it does is cut the spending. Your NEAT slowly drops without you even noticing. You start moving less. And this is why guys tell me they're doing everything right and they still can't lose the fat. You're not doing everything right. Wake up call. You're moving 3,000 less steps a day than you used to, and you have no idea why it happened in the first place because it happened very gradually. Then it hits your brain because your brain runs on ATP, serotonin, dopamine. All of it needs energy. And when your mitochondria is compromised, you're gonna make a lot less. And you're gonna feel really flat. You're not gonna have any motivation. You're gonna have zero drive to do anything else. I stole that from Greg Doucette. Everybody chalks it up to getting older, but in reality, it's your cells that are declining. They're getting damaged day after day. The good news is this: I can help you completely reverse it. And it all starts right here in your gut. I know, the gut, it's not sexy, but you're probably thinking this: what does my stomach have to do with my mitochondria, Nick? Absolutely everything. Because you can go buy the best supplements, the best peptides from me, yours truly, heck, even the best quality foods. And if your gut is not working, most of it's going right out of your ass into the toilet bowl. That's exactly what's happening, actually. And if you have low stomach acid, which I've had before, if you had poor motility, which I've had before, and your gut lining that's compromised, which I've had before, you are not absorbing any of the nutrients that you're eating at all. At all. And there's a second piece to this that you're never gonna connect unless I tell you. Your gut is one of the biggest drivers of inflammation in your entire body. So if you have a leaky gut, you have low microbiome diversity, and you have slow bile flow, you are pumping tons of inflammatory signals into your bloodstream all goddamn day. Now, inflammation goes directly to your mitochondria. Even in the rare case you did somehow absorb everything you're taking, it'd be fighting an uphill battle against the fire your own gut is generating every day. You have to put the fire out before you start rebuilding your home. And trust me, when you fix this, God's honest truth here, doing everything else we're gonna talk about in this video will feel like playing life on easy mode. First, we're gonna bring back your stomach acidity. You need betanine, HCl, 650 milligrams every day with your protein meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. If you're not feeling this slight warmness in your stomach after about a few days, you gotta bump it up to like 12, 13, 1500 milligrams. You're titrating up until you feel it, then backing off one capsule at a time. You're gonna pair this with artichoke extract, 500 milligrams a day with your fattest meal of the day, preferably either breakfast breakfast or dinner. This is gonna drive your bile flow. And your bile is what actually emulsifies the fat you're eating so you can absorb it. And you want to absorb your fat-soluble vitamins in the first place. Add taurine, 1 to 2 grams a day. Do 1 gram at breakfast, 1 gram before bed. This is gonna support the bile acid. And it actually is gonna be a calming effect at night. So it's gonna double as a helping you guys sleep a little bit better. Second, we're gonna support your liver because your liver is one of the main organs responsible for clearing out the inflammation. It's your massive detox organ. So zinc carnosine, 75 milligrams first thing in the morning. It's gonna help repair your gut lining and support your liver detox pathways at the same damn time. You wanna take a methylated B complex, also in the morning. You want a methylfolate, methylbiocumulin. And please don't buy that cheap synthetic garbage of a methylated B complex. Look for 400 to 800 micrograms of methylfolate and 500 to 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin. And make sure you're getting electrolytes first thing in the morning when you get up. Sea salt, potassium, magnesium. Everyone thinks they're hydrated because they drink a gallon of water a day. Guess what? You're not. Water without electrolytes is just piss going in and out of your body. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You might ask why in the morning though, right? Because you've been fasted for 8 to 10 hours. Hopefully you've been sleeping. Your cortisol is at its highest. And if you give your body the raw materials it needs at the exact moment it needs them, you avoid that crash and burn every single day you've probably been experiencing. Third, let's get shit moving here. Ginger root extract, 500 to 1,000 milligrams with your 2 biggest meals of the day. And basically this speeds up your gastric emptying. All that food that's sitting in your stomach for 4 hours, 5 hours, making you miserable and bloated. We need it out of there. If you're constipated, magnesium citrate, 400 milligrams just at night. Citrate, because it's the form that pulls the water into the bowel and actually gets the things moving in your intestinal tract. We got psyllium husk, 1 teaspoon in a full glass of water 10 minutes before the meal. This is gonna slow down how fast the carbs hit your bloodstream. And basically it pulls all the waste out of your gut and it moves it through your intestinal tract. Just one heads up, if you're taking psyllium husk and you're not drinking at least 3 to 4 liters of water throughout the day, you're gonna end up with a huge brick, cinder block, golf ball, football, softball, something in your intestines. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. Make sure you're hydrated. Fourth, we're gonna rebuild your microbiome. Tributane, 600 milligrams 2 times a day with food. This is gonna deliver all the butyrate right into your colon, which is the primary fuel source for your gut lining to actually repair itself. And polyphenols, blueberries, dark berries, pomegranate, 85% or higher dark chocolate, extra virgin oil, green tea. If your diet's really trash, add a supplement with resveratrol, quercetin, and grapeseed extract. Now, during this process, you're gonna be cutting out the alcohol, the processed foods, the processed sugar, absolutely 100% non-negotiable. Now, most guys are gonna notice that the bloating's gonna go down within 7, 10 to 14 days, sometimes a little bit longer, depends on how bad it is. The water retention is gonna go down around like week 2 or 3. Very slow and subtle. The gut rebuild, listen, it's gonna take at least 4 to 6 to 8 weeks. I honestly don't wanna tell you any earlier than that. I'd probably shoot on the side of 90 days. And please remember, if you don't get this right, nothing else we cover in this video is gonna matter at all. But if you do, everything else in this is actually gonna fall into place very good for you. Which brings us right to the mitochondria itself. Now that your gut's starting to absorb what you're actually giving it, we can start rebuilding the machine that makes your energy. Let's talk about mitochondria. Basically, it's a tiny engine sitting inside every single one of your cells in your body. And like any engine, it's got a few critical parts that can easily fail independently. First, there's the outer shell. This is the wall that's protecting your engine. Remember, the free radical damage we talked about in the beginning of this video, that's what's hammering this shell every single day that you're on TRT. And once it takes enough damage, it gets stiff, it gets leaky, and the whole engine underneath it starts getting exposed. This is where the alpha lipoic acid comes in. You need 300 milligrams 2 times a day. ALA is one of the only antioxidants that actually works both in water-soluble and fat-soluble compartments in your cells, which means it's covering the ground that actually shields this outer shell specifically. It also recycles all the other antioxidants like glutathione and vitamin C. So it's reinforcing everything else we're about to add. Now you're gonna pair that with vitamin E. 400 IUs a day with the fat meals. Vitamin E is fat soluble, which means it sits directly inside the lipid membrane itself. Its entire job is stopping something called lipid peroxidation, which is a very, very fancy, stupid way of saying it stops the free radical damage from causing a chain reaction once the shell starts to break. Second, there's an actual room for the engine. The assembly line inside an engine that takes what you eat and turns it into ATP. The energy your body actually needs to run on and get fueled from. This is where CoQ10 comes in. Except I want you guys taking ubiquinol, not CoQ10, because CoQ10 is the oxidized inactive form. The other one is reduced, and it's the active form that your engine can actually use immediately. Your body has to convert the CoQ10 into ubiquinol before it actually does anything for you. And that conversion gets very, very poor as you get older. So let's skip the middle guy here. 200 milligrams a day with your fat meals. Make sure it's fat soluble. Next, you need thiamine and vitamin B1. This is exactly what your body needs to convert the food you eat into the exact form your mitochondria can actually burn for fuel. Now, if you don't have enough of this stuff, that fuel just backs up at the door and never even reaches the engine that the CoQ10 is working on with you. And thiamine actually gets depleted faster than people actually realize, especially with alcohol, high carb diets, and a lot of intense training. 100 to 300 milligrams a day taken with a meal, always. Third, there's the fuel supply and the exhaust system. These are all working together, just like your car. This is the antioxidant defense. That's actually what's keeping the engine from choking. And selenium runs all of this. So 200 micrograms a day. I want you guys specifically looking for selenium methionine because it actually absorbs a lot better. This is the core building block for your glutathione. This is your body's master antioxidant, and it's the first thing that's been cleaning out the exhaust that the engine actually is kicking out of the exhaust. It also dries up your T4 to T3 thyroid conversion, which we're gonna get a lot into as we get into more of the details in this video, which we're gonna talk about a lot more as we get into more details in this video. And you have to make sure you pair this with iodized salt. And I know everyone's terrified of salt, especially right now. But if you switched over from pink Himalayan or Redmond's for all your cooking, you're getting 0 iodine. And iodine is required for your thyroid conversion that selenium is supporting. The fourth, let's call them the construction crew, because every fix I've been giving you so far is protecting and repairing the engine that you already have. The next one tells your body to build brand new engines from scratch. That's PQQ, so 20 milligrams taken in the morning, first thing. This is called mitochondrial biogenesis. It's the reason PQQ earns its own category completely separate from everything else on this list. You're ending up with more engines than you start with. It's amazing, which means your actual ceiling for energy production is going to go up dramatically and not just go back to your baseline that you're at. Now, give this whole layer at least for, I would say probably on the safe side, 8 weeks alongside your gut protocol before you do anything else. Your engine needs these raw materials to reduce the inflammation, and this creates all this stuff before we actually do it, to actually do the work. And once the foundation's in place, that's exactly when we bring in the 2 compounds that take this from repair to the moon, to a whole new level. Let's talk about MOTS-C, SS31. These two just don't repair anything. They ask your cells to work harder. If you throw a lot of demand on a system that's actually inflamed and still leaking, you are not gonna feel better. I guarantee 100%, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, you're gonna feel 100 times worse. Wired, restless, more fatigued than when you actually started this, which is why most guys start MOTS-C and feel worse. This comes after 4 to 6 weeks on everything we just covered. Remember, do all that first. First is SS31 though. It goes directly to that membrane we talked about that clears out all the oxidative stress that's already been built up. 5 milligrams a day, sub-Q, 5 days on, 2 days off. Start this one about a week before the second compound, which is MOTS-C. This is different from everything else in this video because it's actually encoded into your mitochondrial DNA. It's not something you're gonna be adding from the outside because it signals your cells it already knows and has a relationship with. And what it does is step on the gas. You're gonna produce more energy, you're gonna burn more fat, you're gonna upregulate your entire system that you just spent repairing. 5 to 10 milligrams a week, tops. Split into 2 or 3 injections, sub-Q, at least 2 days apart. I like to just do 5 days on, 2 days off, or you guys can do the every other day occurrence. You can also add in NAD+, because MOTS-C is doing all the hefty lifting, all the performance. NAD is playing a completely different game here. It's supporting your fuel system every single month that you stay stay on it. I usually start at 200 to 300 micrograms. You can go up to 600 micrograms twice a week max. You will not feel NAD plus like you feel MOTS-C. What it does, it makes sure your system that MOTS-C is driving a lot harder, it's keeping that raw fuel from running way too long after the cycle ends. You're gonna start to feel the difference from adding MOTS-C SS31, I would say within 14 to 21 days. Your pumps are gonna come back like amazing. Workouts are gonna feel better than ever. Let's call it different. That 2 p.m. fade, that nap, jump in the car, hiding, not gonna need it. By week 4 though, clients usually tell me they're getting through an entire day without multiple coffees, energy drinks, nicotine, and yeah, your sleep's gonna get better and your recovery's gonna be way faster than it's ever been in years. And the full effect's gonna take at least 12 to 16 weeks. I run this exact sequence on myself to rebuild my physique after I was an overweight professional bodybuilder, now retired at 360 pounds. I got back in the best shape of my life at 39. And the first time I did it in the right order, it was not very small changes here. I was getting pumps like I was juiced up again in my 20s. The afternoon crash, midday nap, more coffee. In fact, I have not drank coffee since I fixed my mitochondria. That was 5 years ago. And I drank coffee every day. But now I feel like a different person. None of this is gonna happen though if you guys try to skip steps. And there's one more system that we gotta talk about that's tying this all together before I go. And most of you guys are probably sabotaging this without even realizing it. Let's talk about your thyroid. Your thyroid produces mostly T4, which is very inactive. It has to convert the T3 to actually do anything in your body. And that conversion happens, guess where? Your liver. When you undereat, especially when you cut your carbs out, your body reads that as a threat. It slows down T4 to T3 conversion on purpose. Because if food is not coming in, your body's not gonna burn through what little energy it already has left. It's protecting itself, which it should. You'll see guys who've been dieting for 6, 8, 10 months, cutting calories over and over, never changing. Because their thyroid panel is gonna say they're normal, so they think everything's fine. But their T4 is fine, their TSH is fine, but their T3 is gone. It's in the basement. And the reverse T3 is through the goddamn roof. The fix for this, if you've been dieting for a long time, is very simple. Eat more of the right foods. You increase your calories very slowly, strategically. Let's say you've been sitting at 1,500 calories for months. Don't go to 3,000 or 2,500. I want you to add 200 calories in, 1 week at a time. Try to shoot for carbs, and then let's see what happens. And your body temperature is gonna start to come back, your sleep's gonna get better, your pumps get better, your training gets better. If that's happening without any real weight changes, you can keep going. Within 3 to 4 weeks, most guys are gonna land back at their actual maintenance, which is almost always way higher than you guys thought in the first place. I can't tell you how many guys tried to convince me that their maintenance was 2,000 calories, and after all this was said and done, guess what they're taking? 3,200 calories in. That's how blunted and dull your metabolism can get if you stay in a deficit for too long. You'll know it's fixed first thing in the morning when your body temperature is warm. Your sleep is really deep, you're dreaming, your recovery's fast, and that motivation is just unbelievable. Because your gut, your mitochondria, and your thyroid, let's call it the holy trinity of energy. And now you have the full blueprint right here to fix your energy and perform like you once did in your 20s again. If you're watching this, you want to work directly with me and my team and get coached one-on-one through this entire process and take your physique to the next level, click the first link in the description and apply. Let's see if you have what it takes. Of course, if you got value from this video, you better subscribe, you better drop a comment so I can talk to you, meet you, shake your hand, virtually. But I gotta go. I'll see you guys in the next one.